Let's get to fantasy or mirage. That's what I'm trying to get to. How much weight can you put behind just one performance? So let's play the game. You ready? Marcus Mariota, 25 points on Sunday. Real or mirage?
I'm going with a mirage just because he's not going to throw 4 touchdowns every week. I mean, he looked really good. I think he has really good long-term potential. But this is a guy who, look, they're going to get film on him. Things are going to come out about this guy, and there's going to be ways to defend this offense. Mariota's a guy with a good long-term future. He's a guy that I would really like having in a dynasty league, but on a week-to-week basis, I just don't feel comfortable plugging him into my starting lineup.
By the way, the Bobsey twins here, I agree with Mariota. I'm sorry, I had to do it. Marcus is laughing.
Whatever, it's not funny.
I do agree with Mariota here. I wouldn't play him this week, I can tell you that, not against Cleveland.
Look, people are pointing to the statistics, and it was the best performance, the best debut by a rookie since Robert Griffin III.
Yeah.
How did that work out the rest of the season? Pretty darn well. When you got the quick release and those legs that can move.
Don't compare him to RG3.
Hey, how about that one season? That was a magical fantasy season. How about Peyton Manning? That poor performance, real or mirage?
It's real. I hope Akbar's not around and come and chase me down.
He's going to come get you.
We've seen Peyton Manning struggle 6 games in a row dating back to last year, including the playoffs. I'm worried. I had Peyton Manning in the championship of the NFL Fantasy Live League last year, and guess what? Matt Money Smith took home the championship in part because Peyton Manning was playing rotten.
Don't belittle my championship because of Peyton Manning. I beat you.
No,
my team beat you in the championship.
You got
Doing this Peyton Manning crud, I'm tired of it.
You got lucky.
Lucky, whatever.
But now we're seeing a 39-year-old quarterback who maybe isn't comfortable with the offense of Gary Kubiak at this point. Peyton likes to be in the shotgun. Kubiak likes his quarterbacks to be under center. And at this point, the offensive line does not look good. So I'm worried that this is a real issue with Peyton Manning.
It's interesting that they threw it as much as they did. That was the weird thing about that balance. Bishop, Sankey, real or mirage? Sticking with the Titans here, Marcus.
Yeah, sticking with the Titans, and I'm sticking with mirage here. Look, I watched a lot of Bishop Sankey tape in the offseason, and I just didn't like what I saw from this guy. He struggled finding the holes. He looked really good on Sunday, no doubt about that, but I just wonder whether or not this was a one-week flash in the pan thing. Look, I'm a fantasy skeptic. You did something great. I want to see you do it again. And we didn't see a lot of consistency from Bishop Sankey last year. It's part of the reason the Titans went out and got David Cobb. So I'm not sold that Bishop Sankey has turned a corner quite yet.
As the guy in the suit that's just supposed to be unbiased and move the conversation, I respectfully disagree. I enjoyed watching
At least it was
Bishop
respectful.
Sankey run the mesh, and it looked like he could do that quite adroitly. There we go, adroitly. Let's go to our next, Danny Woodhead.
Yeah,
real or
Danny
mirage?
Woodhead,
Goal line back, Danny Woodhead.
Danny Woodhead is real, and he's spectacular. Is that correct, right?
Yes.
I really liked him going into the season because Melvin Gordon was going to be the starter, but Woodhead was going to etch out a role, and he's etched out an even bigger role than I thought he would. He was in there near the goal line, scored a goal line touchdown, as we see right here. And he is a very versatile and underrated player. Last year he was injured. The 2 previous years, he finished in the top 25 in fantasy points among running backs in both standard and PPR leagues. If he's available in your league, pick him up. He's not going to give you 20 fantasy points a week, but in PPR leagues, he's going to always be right around 8 to 10 points.
Yeah, and much like Peyton Manning, Phillip Rivers is don't mess with me. I don't want Melvin Gordon out here. I don't like the way he's reading his assignments. Get me Danny Woodhead, and let's go. And I suspect that's going to continue until Melvin Gordon figures it out. All right, how about Percy Harvin and the Buffalo Bills? Break up the Bills, Marcus.
I can't believe I'm saying this. I think it's real.
Real?
I think Percy Harvin is real.
Oh, man.
I know, it's shocking, right? Look, he's in a new offense. He's got Greg Roman there, who has never really had a weapon like this before, and they're going to find a whole bunch of different ways to use. I feel like I'm repeating things we've said every single year about Percy Harvin. They're going to find all sorts of ways to use this guy, but I think the big key is...
Sounds familiar.
Tyrod Taylor. Tyrod Tayller's that guy that all us fantasy nerds are starting to get hip to him because he can be so dynamic, because he can run with the football, because he's getting the ball out quickly. That makes a lot of things for defensive coordinators to think about. Percy Harvin he's a deep threat you see right there. He's also a gadget guy. He can do so many things. Just stay healthy. That's all we really need from him.
I can't do it. I can't agree with you there. I mean, Sammy Watkins was getting shadowed by Vontae Davis, so Tyrod was looking to Percy Harvin. Boy, when he gives you 2 points this week, then you're like, okay, maybe I shouldn't have been on the Percy Harvin bandwagon.
How about James Jones? How about those 17 points from James Jones?
See, that's, to me, is a mirage. You're not going to get 17 points. I know you love James Jones. You're giving me the stink eye.
Target.
But they've got a lot of weapons. They've got Devontae Adams. They've got Randall Cobb. Eddie Lacy can catch the ball out of the backfield. Jones will give you some of these. He will. He will absolutely give you a
He led the
touchdown
league
or
in
two.
touchdowns.
That was like 4 years ago,
That was
though.
3 years ago.
All right, 3 years ago. Still, it was a while ago. He's not going to do that again. Can he finish this year with 8 to 10 touchdowns? Sure. But the problem, I think, is going to be consistency with Jones. Because 1 week it could be Jones, 1 week it could be Cobb, 1 week it could be Adams. And I worry that people are going to start him as a 3 or a 2 every single week based off of what he did in week 1. And if you do that, you're going to be disappointed.
Yeah, I think if Jordy Nelson's still there, I have that concern. But the fact that his favorite target is gone, I just get the sense that Jones is probably going to end up being his favorite red zone target.
Would you play him this week against Seattle?
Yes.
But they do have one more game against the Bears, so
there
there's
you go. So at the very least for that one.